Psst. Psst. You there. Wake up. Hey, there you are. Been sleeping for quite a while since they tossed you down here. How's the head? Count my fingers. Still a bit groggy, I see. Am I a merchant? Not exactly. I just happened to make my way down here, at the behest of greater plans. Prisoner? Not for long. Me? Pirate. Not a fan of them, I see. Ooh, those eyes are clearing up quite well, though your bleating about my appearance makes you seem entirely blind. Well, that's because I'm not a pirate. Well, not a normal one anyway. Fine, call me pirate. How do I plan to get out? Well, a woman always has her secrets, doesn't she? I won't be harming much of anything without my saber. Besides, I don't need to do that to get out of here. Am I adept at escape? Are you accusing me of being a criminal? Ugh, saying that pirates are master escape artists is like saying that I could topple civilizations. It's possible, but unlikely. Unlikely because I choose not to. And for them, it's because they never look beyond the horizon. I hate to tell you, most pirates are incompetent logs that haven't a single fold on their brains. There are a few exceptions to that fact, but it's more true than not. Me? You still believe me to be a pirate? Well, in that case, I would be one of those exceptions. Confidence. I have that in bundles, my dear sailor. Intelligence. Now that I have in shiploads. It's quite fun to see you look at me with such confusion. How about a deal for you? You watch my back out there, and I'll get you home. I don't expect you to trust me, but do you have any other options? Fine, be stubborn. Never thought that Byron would be so careless with these. Must be slipping up in his old age, turning as smooth-minded as his deckhands. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you wondering how I'd get out? Should I let you out? But you'd hardly trust a pirate such as me to keep my word to help you. So, free yourself. Good luck. You still here, sailor? Did you truly think I'd left you? That's not who I am. I just had to give the signal. Perhaps teach you a lesson in humility as well, but that's beside the point. Where are the keys? Of course they slipped away. Hang on while I find them. There. Now, get a move on to one of the gun ports. You're a sailor. What on earth are you doing struggling through this much water? I've got you now. Hang on and keep your eyes open for a port. Good eyes. Now, pull in tight and... Oh, shit. I've got you. Now, get those legs moving. Ship's going to come down on us. Ooh, haven't made a swim like that since I was, well... Oh, don't panic so much. The Phantom was a ship of the lowest scum and deserved to sink. How are we getting off the island? Well, whose ship do you think took down the Phantom in such foggy conditions? Mine. Alright, now where did I leave that bottle? The Red Hawk will be here in an hour. After scooping up any men left over from the Phantom, of course. Oh, there it is. You hungry? I prepped a bit of a picnic out here for when I made it out. Oh, come on. When's the last time you ate something? I've got dried meat, apples, ale, and some water skins if you're feeling something fresher. Water, good choice. Who am I? I thought you wouldn't be interested after all those pirate accusations. Changing your tune 'cause I came back. I'd not leave an innocent to a watery grave when I've got the means to do something. Well, Byron didn't kill you, so that means you had something he wanted. Likely status. Or you know someone with status. Seeing as you've not a coin on you, nor do you have the look of someone who makes much beyond a fisherman's wage. Your uncle is Admiral Gorin. Navy blood, I see. How is the Admiral? Know him? He was my commander not long ago. I took a huge hit to my reputation for that old man. Hope he's doing better for it. My name? Right. That's where this all started, isn't it? Viridian Hawkins, captain of the Red Hawk, and vigilante of the sea. So he does talk about me. He still calls me the sunken ruby, I suppose. Fits better than Viridian on account of... Well, I'm obviously not green. There she is. The sun came out just in time. Fastest ship in all of Evian. My redwood beauty. The Red Hawk. What do I plan to do with you? Well, you might not have made a bargain, but I'll do my part as a favor to your uncle. I'll get you back home. I assume that's Nightmare, right? Good. It'd be nice to leave these slavers behind for a time and see home for a bit. You'll be holding your own weight on my ship, though. No room for loafers, understood? You expect nothing less. Good. Now come here. Let me look at your head. A few scratches and a bump on your brow. Nothing the doc can't fix up. What is it? My eyes. Do you like them? Come, eat. We've still some time before we board, and I'd rather not haul anything half-eaten. Morning, lads. Let's get this lovely feather moving. Hard starboard. Set course for Nightmare. Well, look at this. Hello, sailor. Making yourself at home already, I see. How's the head? Whoa. Did your sea legs leave you when you were in Phantom's hold? Well, I trust that Osmodio didn't miss anything. Need a hand until your feet find themselves? I am not teasing. I'm just offering a hand until you're comfortable. All right, if you insist. Eager to prove yourself, I see. But don't worry your bruised little skull over anything too in-depth. My bosun will give you your duties. You'll likely be helping maintain our inventory and filling in whenever necessary. I am putting you to work. But I'm not about to drive you to a watery grave over something like that. I saved you, it's true. But it's not like you have to repay me for that. The Navy teach all their sailors to be as stubborn as you, or are you just a special case? Oh, what have you heard about me? You've likely heard about my long-winded service to the neighboring kingdom. Do your admirals still speculate about the night I earned the name Sunken Ruby? Of course, you're probably surprised at my appearance, right? Lots of folk paint me as a dark-skinned elf. But no, the one who mastered sailing the northern storms in nothing but a skiff is in fact a tiefling. Makes sense your uncle would be the one to tell the truth. Did he tell you I sunk into the Azure Sea 6 times before I made it through those storms? The storms to the north are nothing like those of the southern cyclones. The cyclones would tear a ship apart, likely to launch you into the sky and shatter you across the lazarite. But the unending storms of the Azure Sea? Fog so thick it's nearly akin to a magical darkness. You can't even make out your own hands most of the time, much less your own feet. The waves go from still to a torrent in a matter of seconds. They swallow you and send you into the darkest depths. Depths that would shatter a person's hearing and crush their lungs. But I made it. I found a pattern. A current that carries from Hesiodora to Ekadel's eastern inlet. Have I shared the path with anyone? Of course not. Not even my own crew know the way. If ever we use that route, I take to the helm, and my crew just squat and pray. Why wouldn't I share this? If I share this with both Ekedel and Asiodora, do you think that the path will be kept a secret for long? Slavers would move their operations further north, pirates looking for easy escape. Even the Thieves Guild would utilize such a path to avoid detection. Do you think sharing such a thing would benefit the people? When information is so easily picked up these days. You have a lot of faith in the Empire, but I know better than most. Your uncle can attest to that. A curious one, aren't you? I told you, I'm a vigilante, the Swashbuckling Queen of the seas. Fighting injustice on these lawless waters is my only job. Does your stubbornness tie into your skepticism? You look as though you're about to roll your eyes into your skull. I don't get paid to do this. I don't need to. I've other means of income. How else could I afford to pay my crew? Much as I wish it could, good deeds don't feed, nor does it repair my ship. If I don't get paid, why do it? Because I feel like it. Isn't that reason enough? Well, if you ever discover my motives, come to my quarters. I'll let you know if you're right. I've got you. You've got a cut figure. I'm surprised how difficult a time your legs are having. Maybe I should just stick to you. Catch you before you fall. Gives me an excuse to hold on to you. Now I'm teasing. Take it easy, sailor. That bump is still pretty thick. Wouldn't want you dizzying yourself sick. Keep those cannons empty. We don't need her more pissed than she already is. No, sailor. Where do you think you're going? We're not under attack. She's just... No, she's not a monster. She's just lost. Keep the ship steady, but don't drop our anchor. Gods know you might hit her. Her name is La Ciel, a friend. Haul in those damned sails. We're trying to sit still. Look, if you're going to be a stubborn observer, I suggest you keep quiet while I handle this. La Ciel, come up and settle the waves so I may talk to you without capsizing. Please. I miss him too. And I'm still looking, La Ciel. I know the heartache, but you've made yourself a terror upon the waters. He would be heartbroken to see you in such a state. The water is my sanctuary. Your home is where my spirit resides. This is why I've not given up in my search. I will find him for you, dear. You believe that I've not given up, right? You believe in me, right? Drop the sails. She settled the water enough for us to pass. So, let's not waste time. I'll be in my cabin. Come in. Come and sit. I'm just looking over a few things. It's a map. You can clearly see. I apologize, I don't mean to. Let my words nip at you. I'm just a bit overwhelmed in my thoughts. Yes, Laziel is part of what's taking up my thoughts, but I'm afraid it's another taking most of my mind elsewhere. Have you ever heard of Radath, Speaker of the World, Champion of the Goddess Akin? It's no surprise you know of him. He is quite a legend. But before he was known as Radath, he had another name. And he was mortal. Mortal as a half-elf could be, of course, but mortal. He was perhaps one of the most cheerful and charming fellows I'd ever known. A friend beyond compare, and certainly worth the life that he earned. But the Laziel, he was her world. I hardly know how they met, but I know the land felt greener, and the air was crisp as they ventured side by side. What happened to him? No one knows. There are times when, as a champion, he is called to aid his deity, but he's never left without a word to anyone. But this time, he just vanished. No words and without a trace. It shook most of the Western Kingdom, but Laziel, she was the most hurt. I've been looking for him for nearly 6 years, 7 if you count my time traveling on land over Asiadora. Perhaps I'm holding on to lost hope, but let the mind of a queen be foolish every now and again, Did you wish to speak with me about anything else? You want to know more about me? What's there to tell? My life is prominent upon bard and sailor lips alike. Like I've said, you've probably heard it all. You want to know what I do on shore leave? Why, planning to take me out for a meal once we reach the capital? Cheeky thing. Unfortunately for you, I have to decline. I've business to attend to once I reach the docks, and it's hardly the kind of thing you'd likely wish to be witness to. You're going to regret making a challenge out of my word, sailor. Fine. Once we reach shore, and you've settled your affairs, Meet me at the Horned Rose, in the Shadow Burrow. We'll see just how much of my business you can handle. You've become a bit foolishly confident now that you're no longer in a cell. I wonder if that confidence is going to be a help or hindrance. Perhaps I ought to restrain you before finding out. Oh, but my confidence was built with reputation and over years of experience. I've a right to be confident when I hold all the cards, do I not? Do you really want to know what kind of information I've gotten my hands on? Or is it that you just want proof of my confidence? That it isn't just bravado? There's one good way to put it to the test, my little sailor. And I'll have you know no one's ever won against me. So, do you want to play games? Or would you rather play mine? Make your bet. All right, men. Tie in the sails, lower the flags, and prepare for port. Ah, well, good afternoon, little sailor. Did you have a good night's rest? Oh. Don't you worry about your losses. I'll collect what I'm owed when I'm ready to. Are you ready to be reunited with your fellows? Well, once you finish making moon eyes at your dearest uncle, you know where to find me. No, I respect your uncle plenty. Perhaps I treat my relationship with him more casual than any of the other authorities because of our history. Not that I take anyone of authority truly serious. But your uncle is someone I would, at the very least, consider competent to command. Oh, you are asking what I meant by sacrificing my reputation for him. Perhaps that's a conversation for another time, little sailor. Not today, but perhaps sometime soon. Now go and make yourself presentable. Hardly want you looking as though your hair lost the fight with the sea breeze. I'll see you later. Remember, the Horned Rose.
And I told her if she wanted it that serious, she could. Oh.
Well, look at this fair and fine sailor. Who could you be here to meet?
Oh, look at how nervous they are. I don't think they've ever actually been here.
Aw, is that true? So adorable. Luna, Jess, don't bother them. They're my guest. Oh, what a shame.
They can always stop by for some entertainment afterward. It's always on the house for a friend of the captain.
Luna?
Okay. I promise to behave.
I mean, she's not wrong. You could always get your kicks after we've talked in my office. Oh, what's this? Does this place truly leave you so speechless? Oh, by the gods, do you think so low of me and my business? They're entertainers. They sing, they dance. There are a few that even tell stories. They've got more talent than some hook you find traipsing the dockside during naval shore leave. I take good care of them and keep them clothed and fed and clean. No substances, no potions, no tricks here. Well, maybe a few tricks. But only if you ask nicely. I suppose I can't blame you for being curious as to why I run a place like this. Though I do say it fits me, no? Many of these folks were victims of slavers, headed for Kukrin. I rescued them and gave them work, so they could earn their citizenship here in Asiadora. Or, if they had homes to go back to, I'd pay for their passage so they could return to their families. Everything they have, everything they are, is what they want to be. I'll never take someone's freedom. Not unless they asked it of me. But even then, I'd let them fly free of me, if it became obvious they were suffocating. No one benefits from a noose, even a pretty one draped in the guise of affection. Oh, our night together. Did you intend it to be more than that? Only after knowing me for a few days? I thought not. Oh, don't look like that. It is nothing to feel ashamed of, my good sailor. The body and mind are complex things. You want to do right by me. What do you mean? Do you intend to woo me, my little sailor, or... You do? Why on Evian would you want to? You respect me too greatly to let our night just be some dalliance? Well, aren't you just too sweet? But you realize we cannot get involved further. The admirals would drag you through the dirt just for associating with me. I respect your uncle. He's a good man. Or perhaps was. I turned my life to ruin just so he could get where he is. He would not sacrifice that, even for you, his dear nephew. He would have no choice but to be no better than his peers. So just drop the fanciful ideas of trying to bring me back out in front of society, because it will not. You cheeky little... Seems like you're ready for another game. Fine. You win. I allow you one opportunity to prove me wrong. If I win, you drop the entire thing and never think twice about such things. Got it? Then our bet continues. Winner takes all. I cannot believe you convinced me to come here. You have no idea how badly I'd rather be in some dirt lane tavern than this fanciful excuse of a... Ignore me. I'm not exactly in the greatest of moods. This is your party, so I suppose that there is hope that at least my entire night will not be in ruin. Never mind. This is bound to be disastrous. What? You plan to leave me just as we arrive? I suppose it is the host's job to greet their guests. Fine. But if you leave me for more than I deem tolerable, do not be surprised to see every corner vacant of my presence. If I have to sip another pompous glass of this poor excuse for alcohol, I might go mad.
By the deep scowl on your face, I'd say that temperament of yours has yet to improve.
Aegis, tell me, which dark corner did you apparate from so I may send you back?
You might be one of the best sailors over the 3 continents, but you're hardly irreplaceable in jobs you do.
Really? Then why have the admirals not bothered sending their own to clean up the far reaches of the neutral waters? That is right. I leave nothing behind for you to do, because I do it better than the entire board and its senile and slow-moving minds combined.
Oops. Suppose my mind is a bit senile in my old age. Forgive my mistake.
Oh, dearie. You just keep thinking like all the others, don't you?
What do you...
I don't work for the fleet. I work towards more important things than your vanity. So I don't fear putting my hands on an old man that needs to learn how to treat a woman.
You bit... Good. The host is here to toss you out.
They invited me, but I have the grace not to embarrass them further. Good night. Why are you following me? Why did you leave? You left because of me? What kind of fool are you? Do you realize you're committing yourself to social destitute by associating yourself with me? You care for... Oh, foolish little sailor. You're going to get burned by this tiefling for making such jokes. You're serious? Don't answer. When I'm only trying to understand what could possibly possess you to think such things. Okay, I think I understand here. Does this have to do with the games we've played? Truly, you just like hearing me talk. Talk about what? My passion to keep my promises moved your heart, did it? You truly are cheeky. Only with me? Well, I suppose I should feel special. Little sailor, you know this won't work. I head for the water again quite soon, and you are the favored nephew of an admiral, much less the one I helped reach that position. And you yourself are trying to climb the ranks within the naval fleet. You want to know the story that badly? Fine. Your uncle accidentally killed our commanding officer when he was only a captain. I covered it up, as any friend would. But after he took command, and the truth came out of the suspiciousness of the previous commander's death, I took the blame. Drummed from the fleet and marked with dishonor and called a murderer, amongst many other things. Hard to believe, is it? Easier to believe the lie, because a man like your uncle, who's so gentle and law-abiding, is nothing like the devil-skinned tiefling that admitted to the act. No, there's no need to correct yourself. It doesn't hurt to hear anymore. Though I suppose just after confessing your affection, it must sting your insides to have said something so egregious. Look, I'll be on the docks until next morn. If you truly wish to make things up to me, then wave your goodbyes to me as I go. That's a good little sailor. Now, get back inside, before perhaps the rest of the Admiral Board comes to pour a cask upon me.
Hello, little sailor. Terribly sorry we couldn't wait for you at the docks. The harbor master pushed us out for one of the fleet vessels. But I'm glad you came to see me off, though I wish I could have held your hand and kissed you farewell. I don't know when I'll be returning. Perhaps a year, a few months. I'm going to Ekadel to see an old friend, trying to head a new trade deal. You want to come with? Why would you?
Wait, don't jump! I'll get the skiff and... You little idiotic sailor! What were you thinking? Everyone just saw you... You know you will be marked by this act. Jumping after my ship and kissing me in broad daylight. They're coming for you. Likely to take you back to shore. What? You believe in me. You want me. Then we best hurry before the dock workers nab you. You heard me. This is a kidnapping. Though I want no ransom. Other than that adorable little heart of yours, my sweet little sailor. We should get moving before they catch up. Hurry. Well, how does it feel to be back home after a year in the tundra? It was Quite delightful in Fojesk, was it not? Perhaps we will go there again soon enough. Ah, look alive, men! We have a fleet admiral approaching, and if I'm not mistaken, it seems to be...
Arrest her.
Ah, yes it is, you Aegis. So good to see you again.
You've no right to address me, girl. Kidnapping the nephew of an admiral. You're more reckless than...
Ah, truly, Aegis. They're standing right there. They jumped into the waters after me. I did nothing but bring them to my ship as they asked.
You don't know this woman like I do. She's a murderer and probably charmed you out of your wits.
I do think the latter is not too far off course, but...
Silence.
Is there a problem here?
And who are you?
Ah, thank you for the introductions. But I can handle this, good sailor. I am Everett Namari of House Namari, envoy, liaison, council representative, and friend of King Hazel of the Stone Palace. I'm here to discuss trade treaties with Emperor Guavel.
Well, you two may discuss all the necessary networking on that. I have a few days of shore leave I would like to enjoy with my first mate. What would you like to do first? See your family? Go to the Whistling Wino? Perhaps visit the Horned Rose for a song or two? Ah, you want to go somewhere quiet, I know of one place. Come on, we'll need a horse. Here we are. A nice spot outside of the city. Well, that depends. Are you asking if I've brought others here in the past? No, I've not brought anyone else here. It's a place I come to for a little bit of respite. A quiet mind. Look, let's not focus on the things that we will be doing. Like, I know that you want to help me find my friend, and I truly appreciate that. But for now, let us focus on one another. We've done more than enough work to earn some rest, do you not think? Good. Now come and join me over here. I have something to show you. Ah, there it is. This is the spot. I ended up after I was drummed from the fleet. It took me a long time to dust myself off and make my mark on the world after that. But this spot, is where all my plans and dreams became goals. Yes, this is where Viridian Hawkins, Vigilante of the Sea, was born. And eventually, rescuer of a certain sailor. You're going to keep asking that, aren't you? What is to come next? Well, next will be my greatest venture yet. Sailing with you for the rest of our lives.